Hello Aquarius, welcome to your August 2021 reading, tarot scope reading. So, I already shuffled the cards, so we're just going to get right into it, okay? Alright, Aquarius, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles energy, or, well, yeah, the energy that the Knight of Pentacles in reverse represents, because it came out in the reverse. It talks about working hard and no reward. So working hard and not feeling like you are being recognized for it, or even being paid for it, or paid what you should be getting paid, something of that nature. So we'll know more as we go on with your reading, but that's just the beginning energy that we got with the bottom of the deck. So the first card represents your situation currently, or maybe even past or future, but I focus on it more so in the current. Here's another pentacle card, which the suit of pentacles represent money, material things, or just things that are of value to you. The three of pentacles represents collaborating and teamwork. So maybe this has to do with your career, not necessarily, but we'll know more as we go on. In the position representing any blockages or anything trying to hinder you from accomplishing your goals, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, which the Knight of Cups in reverse represents someone who's manipulative, out of touch with their emotions, and almost like cold or mean. I don't know if this is talking about your energy. Sometimes we can get in our own way by being negative about things, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and clarify each card as we go on, but first I want to see where every card represents on your layout here. So representing a big focal point in this time of your life is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords talks about being stressed out, overwhelmed, sleepless nights. So yeah, just feeling anxious and worrisome. Okay, so in the position of the advice or guidance from spirit, I was able to pull out these two. Usually I only pull one card for each section, but these two wanted to come out together. So it's more pentacles, so it's a Two of Pentacles here, which talks about two major choices that have to do with something valuable, or literal money, or material stuff. So being stuck between two major choices here with the Two of Pentacles. And right behind this major choice is the Knight of Wands in reverse again. So someone impulsive, reckless, and even rude. Yeah, so we'll clarify, because I don't know if this is your energy or someone in your energy. It can be either or. So for the most likely outcome, we got the King of Pentacles, so even more Pentacles. So I'm more convinced now that this is talking about maybe a work situation or just something that revolves around money or your income, just money or material stuff altogether. So this is the King of Pentacles and upright finally. So someone who has their head on right. I mean, you've made it pretty much, and not only for yourself but for the good of others, your family, your lineage, so you're not only, the king has made it not only for himself but for the greater good. So we're gonna see what this story is talking about here. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify each card one by one. Okay, so I'm gonna set these off to the side for now. And I'm gonna clarify this one first, which is your situation card. Collaborating, teamwork. Let's see what collaboration or teamwork Spirit's talking about here. You may already know what Spirit's talking about, but we'll see. Please clarify this Three of Pentacles for Aquarius. The Sun in reverse represents not doing so well. So feeling sad, unfulfilled, maybe even, in your current state right now, your current energy. Tell me more. With the Strength card here in reverse, you're doing a lot of self-doubt and being in low energy vibration. And then here with the Four of Swords, this speaks about needing to rest, restore, and reflect. So maybe regroup, maybe you've been overwhelming yourself at work. I keep getting at work, so yeah, maybe you need to take a little break or just slow down. And tell me more, please, about this Three of Pentacles for Aquarius. The Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this is all revolving around your money. So the fruits of your labor and rewards. So okay, so this definitely tells me that this is a work situation for most of you, not for everyone, of course, but so you've been feeling sad at work. So maybe just you're not satisfied anymore with the career choice you made. Maybe, like I said, it's different for everyone, but I kind of get that you're not waking up to go to work in a happy mood or even looking forward to it, like you almost hate the thought of having to go another day. Yeah, something has made it way less enjoyable, or maybe it was enjoyable at a point, because you want to be rewarded for the hard work that you've been putting in. But I think there's an issue there, because here we have the Strength card in reverse, which talks about your own self-doubt. So maybe you've been working so hard, because remember we got the Four of Swords, which talks about resting. So maybe you're just overworking and overwhelming yourself. It's what it looks like. I'm going to put these off to the side and clarify the next card for you guys, okay? And this is something blocking your happiness, or blocking you or hindering you from succeeding, or blocking you and hindering you from getting to your happiness. So please clarify this. King of Cups in reverse for Aquarius. Clarify this King of Cups in reverse. So the Tower came up in the reverse, which speaks about avoiding an inevitable situation, or trying to avoid something that almost is not almost that is inevitably coming to manifest. You know, it's coming to be, regardless of whether or not you take long or get it over with now. We have Temperance here, which talks about needing to be more balanced, have moderation with everything that you do, be more patient. Also, it represents patient, having more patience, and also finding purpose in everything that you do. Lastly, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so resisting change, and that eventually can lead to bad karma, because you're trying to stop the wheels from turning, the natural wheels of the universe. So that almost is the same as the Tower card in reverse. So you're avoiding change for the fear of change, and a lot of us do fear change. I'm guilty of that, but the best thing that we can do is let go of control issues and trying to control something that's completely out of our control anyway, because that's just leading to bad karma. And trust me when I tell you, you don't want that. So let's see, this is your big highlighted focal point of your reading, which is being represented by the Knight of Swords, which kind of it makes a lot of sense now that I see and clarify the first cards here. So of course, if you're overworking and overwhelming yourself, plus stressing out about not being recognized or rewarded for your hard work, equals sleepless nights and anxiety and all this not fun stuff. So let's see. So Spirit can literally be just telling me, like, we see this is happening. Stop pretending like it isn't, or pretending like everything is fine. That's what I got intuitively. But go ahead and clarify this. Swords, please, Spirit. So the Knight of Swords in reverse again. Didn't we get that one? Well, the Knight of Swords in reverse talks about being reckless. The swords also represent being true to yourself, being truthful, cutting through the bullshit, and mental anguish, which explains, something really has you all in your mind, all in your head about your work situation and working hard and not gaining recognition or reward for it. But all of this is due to a change that you are resisting. You need to let go of that control and stop avoiding the inevitable. Face it head on, even if that means there will be changes. Change is good, even if we can't see it at the moment. I promise you, change is good. So let's clarify your advice from Spirit, which remember it was being represented here by the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So being stuck between two choices, which almost clarifies this one over here, and why you're feeling overwhelmed and anxious and having sleepless nights, because you're just thinking about maybe this choice that you need to make, or trying to avoid that choice that you need to make, that inevitable situation, right? Clarify Spirit's advice here. Tell me more, Spirit, about the advice for So yeah, I'm getting all these reversal cards. So this is the King of Cups in reverse again. I believe you did get the King of Cups somewhere over here, but so someone who again is out of touch with their emotions. So this is talking about your energy. I'm convinced here, Aquarius. So you're being impulsive and reckless and even rude. Maybe subconsciously, maybe you are aware of it. And it's all due to this work situation or these two choices that are like overwhelming your mind and your thoughts. You've completely fell out of touch with your emotions here, and that's making your leadership skills just not so great at this time. Tell me more, Spirit. And because this is in the position of the advice from Spirit, I feel like they're warning you against becoming a bad leader due to your current situation. Just go with the flow better. Yeah, you'll end up defeated and depressed and disappointed with the Ten of Swords there. If you don't make this choice or face this situation that you probably already know what Spirit's talking about. The Four of Wands fell out here, which talks about harmony, celebrating, and relaxing. So yeah, after you deal with this, all the good stuff comes right behind that. So even if it's gonna stir up a little conflict in the beginning, it'll end up bringing you peace ultimately. Okay, so most likely outcome, if you do take Spirit's advice, of course, and do the right thing and take care of business, handle what you have to handle, you will then get your rewards that you so seek, that you so have been waiting on. Your blessings, you know, they finally start to come in. So I'm gonna go ahead and clarify anyways, even though it's kind of pretty much straight to the point, that outcome. So clarify this, King of Pentacles, or Spirit could be saying this is really you. This is really who should be depicting your energy, not these reversals. You know, you really at heart are the King of Pentacles because you're a hard worker and you know that, but you're sort of getting in your own way by thinking negatively and almost like wanting to rush this reward and recognition. You know, like, let it be yourself, and people will start to recognize your hard work and you will start being rewarded for it. But first you gotta tie all your loose ends and handle what you have to handle that you've been avoiding lately. Oh wow. Let's see. There's a lot of twos here. There's Two of Cups and Two of Swords back to back. The Two of Swords is in reverse, which talks about feeling confused and not making your mind up or making a choice. The Two of Cups in upright talks about a spiritual union. So maybe your emotions are all jacked up because due to a relationship or a failed relationship or situationship. Not necessarily, and not for everyone, of course, but for some, most definitely. Excuse me. You are missing a lot of opportunities due to this current state of being that you find yourself in with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So then following that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Four of Pentacles in upright, which talks about conserving money because you've been feeling like there isn't enough of it lately. Maybe that's just on your mind, or maybe it is, but you have to be patient. Patience is a key. Remember, you got the Temperance card also, which totally represents being patient, or just patience in general. Forgive and forget here with the Five of Swords in reverse. Whatever happened that has your emotions all over the place, you need to forgive and forget. So the Eight of Cups in reverse here is the last card that fell, and that card represents again, fear of loss and fear of change. So let go of that fear. I know it's easier said than done, Aquarius, but try your hardest to be this brave king that your spirit guides know that you are, and that you know at heart that you are, because you know how much of a hard worker you are Aquarius. And so just knowing that, stand in your truth and continue to do your work, and don't worry about the recognition or reward, and it'll come. You know, that situation that you need to make amends with, which I am pretty sure that for most of you is now talking about either a friendship or a romantic relationship or situationship. You know better than I do what Spirit's talking about here. Handle that. Stop resisting change. Change is inevitable for all of us. So, okay. Before we close out your reading, I'm just going to ask Spirit if there's any last advice or guidance for you. And then after that, we're going to pull an oracle card from the Mindful Messages deck, okay? Okay, so let's ask for some advice from Spirit with the original deck that we started with, okay? Spirit, any last advice or guidance for Aquarius before we close the reading? That was fast. Alright, Aquarius, let's see. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Coming clean, confessing to a wrong. So again, Spirit really wants you to make amends with whatever situation you left unfinished. You need to show up as your authentic self, to take in the energy of the Page of Wands here. Your courage, someone courageous, someone exciting, someone free, someone who is driven by their fire, their ambitions, their goals. That's ultimately, genuinely you, Aquarius, and you know that. So let's pull an oracle card. The oracle card Mindful Messages deck. We're only going to pull one card out of that deck just to kind of close and seal up your reading here, okay? All right. One mindful message for Aquarius that they need to be aware of at this time. You guys got the expansive card. I'm sorry if there's a glare. I feel like there's always a glare. There you go. So I'll go ahead and read this for you all, okay? It says, every day I am learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. So that's pretty much in conjunction to what we just talked about in your tarot reading. You know, just trust that you're learning and growing, and don't resist change. So I hope you guys liked your reading, Aquarius. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys if this message resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.